Hello viewers, this is CVR News Network and you're watching CVR English and I'm Sandeep. Mirror, which is a friend to many and for somebody it is an addiction. Water is the first where a human could see their reflection. Then came the stones and then came the glass mirrors which we are seeing, and from thousands of years this glass mirror is a part of every family. And after a long time during the history of the mankind, this particular glass mirror is replaced by the artificial intelligence mirror. As of now, this is under launching with Darpan.ai, which is very much helpful for the retail stores where you can try before buying. In our studio, we have Mr. Bandaru Naveen, who is the founder of Darpan.ai. Mr. Naveen, welcome to our
Yeah.
studio.
Hello,
And
Sandeep.
very happy to meet you, sir.
Thank you very
And
much.
this is a very innovative thing. And for the first time, I'm interviewing which has a fashion innovation.
Thank you.
Yeah, previously, we did different sorts of innovation, so this is looking very much curious. So, can you tell your product and how did you get the idea to use the artificial intelligence in a thing called mirror, and how it is useful and for whom it is useful, basically?
Yeah, definitely, Mr. Sandeep. So, whenever we want to see anything outside the world, we use our eyes, right? But when we want to see ourselves, so what we will use? That is mirror, right? So many times we will always have some curiosity about so how I look the same dress like what Nagarjuna have wore in Big Boss, or sometimes the Chiranjeevi have wore some kind of T-shirt or shirt. So that kind of fantasy and imagination we always will get it. So if you want to see that in real life, our Darpan, which is a virtual trial room technology using artificial intelligence, will help. So somewhere it started back of the mind long back, but when we started our own clothing brand called Bold Night, so whenever our fashion designers used to come and explain about, so this product is going to be run in the market very much, and this is going to be the fast moving product. I always used to say them that, do you think that this will go? Sometimes they used to go for that option, sometimes I used to go with them. Finally, when it comes to the market and when I see the final product, when I wore myself, my imagination and the reality was completely different. So then we thought that okay, so being a clothing brand, and if we can make solve this problem, we will be something different in the market. Then we started working on the technology, and now it is there in the reality and everybody can experience that. So we are here to change the entire retail experience, the way people how they do shopping in the present generation. Yeah.
Firstly, frankly speaking, when you are explaining about the product, one thing struck my mind, especially Indian women.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they are wearing the most beautiful costume called sari which is the most beautiful in the world. But they would not be able to see the proper reflection. Usually,
Hmm.
for example, the modern way of sari, which everybody is using, left pallu, but in the mirror it will be looking like right.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the proper format, what the world see, they will not be able to identify.
Hmm. Hmm.
For gents, hardly the pocket and the hairstyle matters. So in that way, have you received? Did that thing has triggered you, or the trial room part has triggered? What exactly?
So definitely. So before starting any startup or any idea, there will be n number of triggers will be there. So at initial stage, as I mentioned, so we just want to solve a problem of our own customers. Then the other thing. So if we solve this problem, this will be helpful to this. This will be helpful to this. So when we meet our mentors, again the perception will be changed. So as you mentioned, Sandeep, definitely. So initially the triggering point was one, but the development process, it is not the same product, right? Almost 2 years back when we started, it was something else, and today it is completely different and completely what we have not even imagined we can do this or that. So obviously, so multiple times whenever we stuck in one particular thing, definitely we will get the trigger points. And obviously sari, as you mentioned, so all the women, they can try hundreds of saris in just minutes of time. So To be frank, exactly 30 varieties in just 74 seconds. You can try all the 30 sarees in just 74 seconds, and you can decide that whichever is good or not. You can share it with your friends or family members and take the opinion from them from the store itself.
I think that this is very much helpful for the Indian women
Yes.
because hardly they will not be getting the chance to trial also complete sari in most of the stores. So in your thing, they can even send to their
Yeah, as per the psychology of the customer, definitely they have to try physically, but before trying, there will be a discovery stage for everyone. So in a given store, there will be hundreds of designs. Some are folded, some are on the mannequin, some are on the just hanging kind of thing. So for them, looking at the particular garment and imagining, it will be very tough for them. They have to go and try physically. For that, everybody knows how tedious it is, and once we try it, we will just throw it over there, and the people, they'll just refold it and kept there. So you are not the first person who is trying that particular garment. So in this case, you just stand in front of the mirror, you just see yourself, and you can select whatever the category you want. Either it may be a sari, kurti, or for men it may be suit or kurta or any kind of thing, shirt, pant. If you want to mix and match, so you went into the store with a black pant and you want to try something on the white pants, so it is possible. So that's how. So they definitely try in the trial room, but the one which they are trying in the trial room is they have already decided, yes, this I am going to buy it.
sir, you have got mentioned about the benefits of the end customers.
Yes, yes.
But your customer would be a store and all that.
Yes,
How
yes.
this will be helpful to them?
So there are multiple benefits. Actually, for the customer, it is experience only. All the benefits are there for the stores people. Suppose if you see a great brands, you can name any brand. So if it is there in Banjara Hills, so what will be the real estate cost? If you are keeping 4 5 multiple trial rooms in it, and people are waiting outside getting frustrated, so definitely it is not going to be useful for the brand. Now keep the virtual trial rooms, 2 or 3 or 1, so you can reduce the number of trial rooms, physical trial rooms. So now customers are enjoying the experience of the trying, and now they'll be going into the store, means trial room, and trying, and almost the 90% success rate will be there. So you are saving the real estate part. If you are reducing the real estate and showcasing the number of designs more, so for every clothing brand, for every store, there will be one metric, that is SPSF, sales per square foot. So how many number of designs more you are showing, that much more saleability will be there. So that's how, if there is any 5 to 10% of SPSF increase, always increased means it will be a benefit to the store. And other thing is that, so recently one of the customer have come to us and they said that we have 4,000 SKUs in our godown, but our store is of this much size, I can display only 800 pieces. So what is the solution for me? So in this mirror, you can have all the digital products, 4,000 digital products over there, and you can keep any number of physical products over there. Once the customer is liked, just like how they are trying and buying in online, obviously they'll try over here, they can see the physical product, feel the product. If the color is not there, they can buy from the go down. So that's how simple it is. So one way we are increasing the SPSF, we are showcasing more number of things, and this technology remembers the person's interest. Means it may not be the specific, but how many people have visited. If you go to any person physical store, if you ask any person how many people have come into the store, the salesperson will be little bit, it will be very tough for them to say that today 20 people, 30 people, so they cannot say it. And how many people have tried, how many number of designs, they cannot remember. And which color is the most happening color, they cannot remember. But this smart mirror is a smart salesperson too. So that's how. And even for the salesperson, there will be on, off, weekly offs, and psychology, and his mood, everything will be there. This one is same like the person who is shopping. So, and one more thing, every brand will use brand ambassadors. So here every customer is itself themselves a brand ambassador. They can see in every design. So now if I take some brands, so either Ram Charan will be the brand ambassador, Hrithik Roshan, Shah Rukh Khan will be the brand ambassador, because you can see this particular dress on them. Now you can see on you itself. So your means clothing brands are making every customer as brand ambassadors, and as one of the key feature is that once you are trying it, they can share it with the friends. Suppose if they want to do twinning with the same person, now I am in the store and that person want to buy it, so just ask a straight through picture, upload over here and see how it looks on him, share it with them. So it means that if I am coming into the store, I am bringing my well wishers also into the store. So if your product is great, so you can sell this particular product to this person, and if he loves someone, they are also physically not present, but virtually they are also present over here.
Okay, Mr. Naveen, as you said that you have told so many benefits for the stores. So, are your target customers only the stores? And what is your business model? Is it only the B2B or any B2C model is also there? What exactly is that? Can you brief up?
Actually, our business model is only B2B as of now. So as you mentioned, it is not only for the stores. This can be implemented for the e-commerce websites also. But when you are in the physical store, there will be a physical device and a mirror, and customers can try on live and they can click on the pictures also. But when you are trying in the e-commerce website, you may be using either a phone or a desktop. So in that, what you need to do is that you have to take your picture, which is like a standing mannequin. So you should stand straight and take a picture, and you can upload that into that. So then customers can try all the varieties, same like that. So in the physical store, it will be live. In the e-commerce website, it is static. So that is the only difference.
Thank you very much for telling us, everyone. Can we know about something about you? Where are you from, and how did it end up into this fashion technology?
Yeah, so to say about myself, so basically I'm a PhD scholar in the artificial intelligence.
Okay.
And I'm mostly working on the human behavior part. So how AI can understand the human behavior. It is a long subject, but other than that, I'm a Six Sigma Green Belt and Microsoft Certified Project Manager. So before this, I'm an electrical engineer, and I started my career as a site engineer in one of the construction based company. So I have got opportunity to focus on the other divisions like manufacturing and energy management system and a software development company in the same group itself. So once I thought to start my own business, then started one particular business which should not be in the existing business segments. So then I have chosen one particular thing which will be there in the market forever. So if you want to choose that, one is roti, kapda, makan. So makan is the real estate, which is very big boys game. So you need to have a lot of pocket money for it. And roti means the food industry. So you need a lot of attention for that. So I just wanted to choose something very easy going kind of thing. So that is clothing. So initially started with a clothing brand called Bold Night. So we launched shirts, t-shirts and trousers kind of thing. But before that, so there is a passion. See, whatever the certifications I have and the experience I have, I just want to show something different, difference in the existing brands. So either you should position your brand as a quality product and comfortable product. That is not at all possible to differentiate yourself. But if we work on the technology part, yes, there is a possibility. Then started working on that and being into the construction industry and understanding this startup ecosystem, it will be very tough.
Okay, so when you have given the idea at the T Hub, what was the initial response, and how were you able to convince the investors over there?
So actually, before coming into the T Hub, I have been following T Hub, how they are working and how they are selecting the people and which kind of startups are there. So almost 7 to 8 months I have observed them. So I used to go to each and every program they used to conduct. I used to meet many people and how to pitch and how to be with the other startup founders kind of thing. And when I started pitching about my concept, almost more than 50-60 people I have pitched, and everybody said that this is not going to work. And some people told that you have a clothing brand, you are working on the technology, it is similar like you have got something in Telugu, there is something like dekka dorikite gurram konukunnattu annatuga. So if you get something, a smaller thing, but you are thinking it as a bigger thing, so there are humiliations kind of thing and kind of that. But when, of course, the product worth is there, I believed on that, but the thing is that the way I am pitching to them, there was a problem. So then I started following T-Hub. After 3 to 4 months, I got an opportunity to meet some of the founders and being there over there, and then I have applied for it. So then they have given me opportunity to be in Lab 32, and there I got excellent mentors. So one of my mentor is the product director in Oracle, and they have understood my product better than me, and they completely changed the way I am thinking, the way the product should be positioned, and then rest of.
So, have you faced difficulties at the initial level in entering the T-Hub or in execution part? Because frankly speaking, as far as I am having the knowledge about T-Hub, they are now they are constructing a separate entity for the artificial intelligence. But your product includes the artificial intelligence part, the software part, and even the mechanical part also. How would you? How are you able to manage all the three things in existing
So,
incubatory system? What
yeah,
you say?
when it comes to the T-Hub part, so they have certain procedure, certain structure is there. So if you are falling into that, they'll adopt. So most of the thing is that the one who will not be selected or who is not fit into that is that many people will have ideas. So our brain is always having n number of ideas, right? So people will get ideas, and many startup founders think that my idea is great, and if I have this idea, I'll get funding. So once if I get the funding, I'll start this, and then I'll do this, then I'll build this, then I'll become like a great founder or unicorn kind of thing. They don't believe on all these things. They'll see that. So that's what I do believe. So the founder must start something, whether it is right or wrong. Whether if he believed it, he should start working on it. He should focus on it, and he must invest something on it. Then they'll understand that this founder have some seriousness, and definitely he may do something. For him, he may need our hand to go into the market, or maybe somewhere the product is good, but the way he is making that product fit into the market is not right. So that's how they'll come into the picture, and they'll help the startups to take into that. So when it comes to the artificial intelligence part, so whether it is artificial intelligence or normal thing, ultimately people should buy it. People should be facing a problem. So if there is a problem customers are facing, definitely, so whether it is AI or the physical product or the any other thing, so they'll help you out. So in our case, obviously, even I myself have taken some of the shirts in a hurry, and most of them are lying. Only I wore it only once, and so unused clothings are there in my wardrobe. So I can say at least 25 to 30%. I'll see them, but I don't feel to wear it again. But I bought it just because on that particular day, either I might be in a hurry, or maybe the size issues, or many things will be there. So when you have the time, and when you can save some time, and when you can spend some time on the product what you want to get it, so definitely some of the shirts I am wearing since last 3 years, 4 years, though it is not our own brand.
Okay, sir. So when I am seeing your profile, you have achieved a lot, be it the certifications part or be it your PhD and all that. But why did you choose only? You have already given the explanation that why have you chosen the that in that roti kapda and makan part. But when you are approaching the end customers after your launch, you have told about all the struggles in the tree hub. But once the product was launched, what are the difficulties that you have faced, and how you were able to convince your customers, and who are your reputed customers? Can you give any idea?
Yeah, sure. So the problems means definitely I cannot say it as a problem, but the thing is that initially whenever we go and say, so as it is something new for them, there is an excitement, but ultimately they are business people. So they used to think that whether this will work in our store or not, whether this will be monetized by them. So for any businessman, if they are spending some amount, what will be the return? So they'll always see that. So at that time, almost 2 years back, so the chat GPT and even the students from the NIFT, they are not very much familiar with the AI kind of thing. And AI was a buzzing word at that time. So but now everybody knows about it, and 80% of the acceptance is there in the market. And the people who are coming as intern into those brands who are designing it, they already understood what is AI and how it can solve, and even the customer also satisfied with the AI. So people are adopting now. Since last 4 to 5 months, there is a tremendous change in the perception of the brands. So people are having so much of data, and they understand that so how much they are losing, and now with this kind of AI, so what they can make. So using this AI, so whatever our technology is there, so one of our customer have asked, so my product means he is a fashion designer. So whenever customers comes to them, there will be one physical product. So customers will always ask, can you change this, can you increase this length, can you reduce this? So every time making a physical product will be very tough for them. So now using this, if you have the digital product, you can make n number of designs, whatever the possible changes required, you make all the digital products, show it on them. Once they are agreed for that, just go for the physical product. You are saving lot of time for the workmen, and even the physical product wastage and everything. So now the AI have reached up to that level. So obviously, if someone understands this and someone have faced this problem, definitely they'll adopt it.
Fashion into coffee shop, into airport. It is sounding very,
yes.
very much interesting.
Yeah. So one of the customer have come, and they would like to have the distribution for all the metros. So the means they are displaying some ads now. So they just want to replace with this. So looking forward for that. So once if it is successful, definitely many brands will be there in it.
Nice, very good. It is sounding very interesting. And who are your reputed customers so far?
So as of now, Aditya Birla have repeated it, and now we have multiple conversations with Reliance Group and so Manyavar, and even Neeru's have multiple stores, and Cool Colors from Bangalore, and the manufacturers are there, and government. So recently MSME supported Fashion Technology Institute. So they are there with us. And even recently TSCO, previously it was UPCO. So they have multiple vendors who will organize complete what we will say events, right? So there will be exhibitions, they will be participating in exhibitions. In that exhibitions they will give stalls to these people. So they will be making all kind of paintings and other things for every time to open it and show it to the customer and convince them. It will be very difficult for them. So now they have seen it. So one of the customer means the government, right? They have purchased two recently, very recently, and now they are using this in the exhibitions. So all the customers can keep all these designs in the particular design. Customers can walk over there and they can see all the designs. So instead of opening up and showing it to the customers, they can simply show in this particular mirror. So government have great plans. Actually, I forgot to tell you, I wrote a book called The Bold Knight's Path. So as you mentioned, so what are all the hurdles you have faced, and Basically, it will be like for every entrepreneur, just like, so just imagine one situation, just like a person is digging a well, he found one stone. It is quite different from the existing stones. But this guy know that something is there in it. It might be a gold. Nobody knows what is gold at that time. But he is scratching it, heating it, making it something else, and finally he made gold. But imagine the time when he found that particular stone and scratching it, rubbing it, boiling it or burning it. So what will be the mindset of the other people? What people used to think about him? He is kind of crazy, mad. So what he is doing? So all are stones over here. So why he is working on that particular stone and why to heat that? So it will be the same situation for every entrepreneur. So but if you are persistent and if you are convinced that yes, something is there, so one day you will get gold. But for that you need to go through a lot of process. So that process, in that process also you need to meet the right people, the right mentor. So there will be so many hurdles. But when I say in India, especially our environment and middle class people, so definitely having money is universal problem, but convincing the family members is really tough. Many entrepreneurs cannot start their business not just because of the money. They'll be having money, but they cannot convince their family members. So that is the biggest deal to crack. So in that book I have mentioned everything. So not only my experience.
Finally, what is the suggestion that you are going to give to the upcoming entrepreneurs?
Yeah. So for this, many people have given a lot of messages. Maybe in that mine also will be. But India doesn't need 2,000 crores, 5,000 crores, 10,000 crores companies or startups. But if you can make 1,000 entrepreneurs with 2 crores of turnover, so that is very much needed, because employment will be generated and India economy will be little bit more stronger, just because so everybody is self reliable and they don't need to depend upon many people. And one more thing, many people will come into this particular segment, startup founder, CEO. It's a kind of crazy word for many people. From the college itself, they'll be feeling like I have one idea and I am doing this, doing that. So of course it is great. Everything starts from there. But the thing is that if I get funding only, I'll do this. And there are many startups that did not get fund, but they are very much successful. There are many startups, they got fund, but they are not successful. They are literally failures. There are many startups, those who got funding, they made their life easier and made the complete startup successful. There are so many cases in that. So as of now, you can see anyone's life. For everyone, they have crossed the valley of death. Means once they start, they'll start falling down. At one particular situation, every founder will face a completely horrible situation that will be called as valley of death. And from there, if still they want to go ahead, then there will be a curve like Nike. Then they will see some success.
Okay.
For some people, this valley of death will be of short period. For some people, it will be little bit longer. Some people, it will be years together.
Thank you, sir. Very much inspiring words.
Sure.
Finally, what your opinion on this type of program, on this program? Your opinion and your words.
To be frank, I'm little bit surprised with the way this happened. And for the viewers also, I can say that not only T-Hub, there are many other incubators or accelerators. But the thing is that, as I have seen personally how T-Hub is working, so come to T-Hub, observe it, meet people, understand them, and definitely I can tell you that any person you meet, any founder, definitely they will be helping you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Naveen.
Yeah.
Every word what you have said is very much valuable, and I reiterate and confidently that this particular interview you made my job very much easier.
Thank you.
Because such an elaborate explanation is very much important. Yeah, and I wish you all the best and I really wish you that your startup will very soon to become a unicorn, and this will reach to every country in the world.
Thank you so much. Already we are working with multiple country people, and the adoption is a little bit faster over there.
Okay.
And just only thing is that we need to confirm all the legalities over there.
Yes.
So our team is working on the legal kind of things and how the registrations of the distributionship occurs. But we are working with them. So officially, not on the paper, but product wise it is there, and
Thank
we
you.
started working on that. And yes,
Yeah, I sincerely
Thank
wish
you
that
so
you overcome all the hurdles, whether it is legal
yes.
or whatever it is,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
I feel that you are a potential unicorn, and I
Thank
wish
you
to
so much
see
for that.
very soon you should become like that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you very much, sir. And that was the interview with Mr. Bandaru Naveen, and as I said that he made my job very much easier, and every word of him is very much valuable to the young entrepreneurs, to the people who wish to knock the T hub, to have an idea, who have an idea of the startup. We'll get back to you with another personality with who has another idea. Till then, stay tuned to CVR English.